If you think that the Bible is inspired or revelatory or valuable in some way, then we need to take it for what it is. And what it is produced by a bunch of scholars who read all the manuscripts and created a critical edition, and then by a group of translators who took that edition and turned it into whatever vernacular language you're reading. So if we're going to think the Bible is important, we have to think the manuscripts and all their variety are important, and to change is a basic structure of what the Bible is, just like anything else that's important.
And it's pretty hard to find a pure version of the Bible that doesn't have something in the margin somewhere. I mean, our earliest papyri, it's not as though they were written the day after, Jesus died or anything like that. Like, we're already going quite far forward before we have our earliest evidence for the New Testament, right? And everybody that has copied these texts out over the years, I mean, they weren't thinking of it as this thing that, just kind of popped into existence and therefore it was sort of completely unadulterated in that sense. I think if we sort of look at all the manuscripts in their very varied forms and the ways that people have approached them and copied them and adapted them for use, we start to see that this is in some ways a kind of strange way to think about it. But it doesn't mean that we can't think of it as inspired if that's what we believe. It just means that the practicalities of what that means might be slightly different than we imagined.